Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Donna, better known as Thrifttasticmom here on YouTube. I'm so glad you decided to click on my video and hang out with me today. Today I'm in my kitchen trying a new recipe that my husband found on Facebook. It has potatoes, green beans, smoked sausage, and onions, and it looks super delish. Also, it calls for a new spice called Slap Your Mama that I've never used before. So let's get into the video to see what kind of deliciousness I've whipped up for our dinner this night. Okay guys, I'm doing a voiceover because my husband was watching a boxing match and it was loud and I figured you didn't want to hear that. So you can't hear me if you listen to that. That would be kind of annoying. But anyway, I'm getting my meal ready here and getting it prepped. I just showed the Eckrich smoked sausage that we're going to use in this recipe. These are the potatoes I'm going to use. It said in the well, it really wasn't a recipe. She just kind of said, hey, I did this, this, and this, but she didn't say how much of anything. But she said use whatever potatoes you want. So we picked those up. It did call for 1 onion. Well, it called for a onion, but I ended up using 1, is what I meant to say. This is just like 1 medium-sized onion, because I was just going to cut it up and kind of see, if I wanted more or less, but I used that whole onion in it. It did call for onion powder and garlic powder, so I will be putting that in. And this here is the Slap Your Mama. I've never used this. It's like a Cajun seasoning, so I figured it was going to be spicy, so I did just put a little bit of this in throughout it while I was cooking it. That way it wouldn't be too spicy, because I wasn't sure. I've never used it, and I'm like, I don't want to have it so spicy we can't eat it, so I was easy on that stuff. Now the green beans here, I'm going to throw these in toward the end of the recipe because they do cook up pretty quick. These are like the steamable kind that you get by Great Value at Walmart, and we've eat these like for sides, and they're really good. So that's what it looked like was in the recipe, so I thought I would use those. Now here I'm just going to get it ready. I will be putting a touch of oil and a little bit of water to make everything steam and cook, of course. But here I'm fixing to get my potatoes ready. I'm going to wash them and get those cut up. So here I am at my sink, just washing off my potatoes. I want to make sure they're clean and ready to be cut up. It looked like they were cut kind of smaller in the picture that I saw, and I thought I would just cut these up in like little 4s and use them that way. So I'm just going to wash them up good, and then you will see me cut them up and get them prepared to go in. Of course they're going in first because I do want them to be like half done before I start adding anything else. That way they don't, everything else don't get mushy while my potatoes are cooking. So they will go in first, of course. Okay guys, I got my potatoes in. Now I'm just putting some spices in, a little bit of salt. Didn't put any pepper in this because I knew the Cajun seasoning was going to be warm enough, so I didn't mess with the pepper. This is the Slap Your Mama. Putting a little bit of that in there, just lightly, because like I said, I'm not sure how spicy it is. Now I'm putting in my garlic and my onion and all the spices just to spice up the potatoes a little bit while they cook. That's the onion powder there. Obviously, I showed it to you, right? I'm going to give it a stir. I'm going to put my lid on it and just let them steam till they get about half done, of course, that way. Yeah, there's a little bit more water. I just want to make them steam. I did turn down my eye just a little bit, that way I could get them to steam and cook. Okay, this is a second pan that I put a little bit of oil in, and I'm actually putting all of my cut up smoked sausage in this pan because I want to put a nice little brown sear on it. That's just the way we like it. You could just throw it right in and just cook it just like that, but we do like to make the meat a little bit like a little good, outer crunchy skin on it before I put it in. So I thought I would put it in this pan, and I got it turned up a pretty good bit, like on probably medium high heat, just to like sear both sides of the meat good before I actually put it inside of my potatoes. Okay, I've got my potatoes a little over half done, so I decided to go ahead and put in some more stuff here. This is my medium onion cut up. I just throw that in there, and I'm going to let that cook on with the potatoes until I get them right at the close to the spot that I want them to be done before I throw in my other stuff. If you know you like your potatoes when they're in something like this, they're a little al dente, just a good little bite to them, but done. So that's what I'm trying to get here. So I went ahead and threw in my onions to let them cook on up with my potatoes. Okay, now my onions are done, so I'm throwing in some green beans. And it won't take them long to cook, so I'm just giving them a good stir. Get everything nice and stirred up. Everything incorporated into everything. The potatoes are doing good. The onions are done, or close to done, They're to the spot I want. Adding in a little more seasoning, because I had off camera, I did do a little taste on it. I just wanted to kind of see what the Slap Your Mama seasoning tasted like and how spicy it was. So just adding in a little more seasoning. So if you make this, I would definitely, do it to taste, because that's all I did. I can't really say this much of that and this much of this, because I just kind of added it into my taste buds. And as you can see, I got my meat cooking over there on the other stove eye, and I'll be putting that in here in just a minute after I give this a good stir. And I will say that this recipe was very delicious, y'all. We loved it. Okay, here is the meat. I've got it all ready. See how it's got that nice little brown skin texture on it now? We love that on our meat. So I'm pouring that in. It just gives it a little bit of a crunch. And it's just, I don't know, it just flavors it good. It's really good. I did put a little bit of onion and a little bit of garlic powder on the meat while it was cooking. So I try to put a little bit of seasoning on, just on most of the layers, just a little bit at a time. I didn't do a lot of salt because I didn't know how much salt was in the Slap Your Mama spice. So I got that cooking up, and it'll be ready soon. Okay guys, here it is. It is done. I'm getting ready to plate it up. Don't it look good? I told my husband it would even be good with some melted cheese in it. But this is a very delicious meal, I will say, because of course we've done eat this, and it was really good. I will say be careful with the Slap Your Mama, because it is spicy. It was just to the right point. That's why I'm showing it here. It is a Cajun flavor, of course, so just be careful as you add that, because it can get too spicy. But ours was just right. We like a little spice. Here I have it plated up on my little pretty Pioneer Women plates. We don't use these often, but I wanted to put it on a pretty plate so you can see how it looks. This is a meal in one. You got your meat and your veggies and your starches, and here I am trying it out, which of course, you know, as I'm cooking it, I taste test it. So it is really good. We liked it. We will definitely make it again. And I will definitely be using that Slap Your Mama in a little bit. Probably some more recipes. So leave in the comments below if there's anything that you actually use the Slap Your Mama in. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed cooking with me and seeing what I whipped up. This little Facebook recipe, really good. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave me some comments below. Don't forget to thumbs it up if you did like it. Don't forget to subscribe if you are not subscribed. I love you guys. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you try this out. If you do, let me know. And I guess I'll see you in my next video. God bless. Bye.